Yo, YouTube, you could be anywhere in this world, but right here with us. So thank you for joining us. I'm Chris. This is Dave, and it's time for a goodie.
Yes, sir. How's it going, peeps? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever the hell you are on our tiny blue planet. It's always an honor and pleasure to get a chance to spend this time with you. So, Chris and David and Chris, head traders at Traders Creed. Unfortunately, we didn't have the opportunity to do a live analysis breakdown on the Euro USD, but we do want to go ahead and cover the opportunity that we did take. We actually did cover this in real time in a private session and meeting that we had with a couple of our guys in our Discord. So we will take a snippet of that meeting, turn it into a video, and post it so you guys actually can see that we did cover this analysis before taking the trade. But we managed to take a Euro USD trade to the long side, and it was a very successful and profitable trade. We want to go ahead and break down why we took the idea and show the results of that. We did do a pre-trade on that, the live trade, and then the results, because that's what we fucking do at the Creed, man.
Yeah, and we've been trying to change it up just so we can provide everyone a little more, a little more things on the educational side. So if you guys are interested in any live trades that you guys that we take, I mean, this is the reason why we have our Discord. That's the type of information that our guys have available, and I mean, it's something that is there for anyone. It really is. So if you guys are interested in any live trades we're taking, that's what our Discord is for. We're gonna try to keep it in the next upcoming weeks a little more educational. We're trying to give more things, more examples, so you guys can see our method.
Exactly. So we will be doing a lot more videos breaking down a lot of the intricate elements and aspects of our method. That's something that Chris and I been wanting to do for a while now, but the start of our YouTube was, the sole focus of it was just to show you that we have the ability to trade. That's not to sound arrogant or cocky. Hopefully we've been able to prove that in the little time that we've started our YouTube channel. And a lot of our guys have been getting a lot of results due to the stuff that we're teaching. So if it's helping you, please share our content with somebody that you might feel it could benefit, or a trading partner, a trading buddy, whatever, man. We just want to make sure that the stuff, the proper information and quality information and education is getting out there to help you guys enhance your edge and your performance. So anyways, man, without further ado, let's just go ahead and cut the crap, get straight into the good stuff. Euro USD, we were identifying a long opportunity on this, maybe macro fundamentals. The euro is not a good pair to be longing over the long term, but Chris and I, as specialists in technical analysis, we really don't give a fuck about macro stuff when it comes to short-term plays. Yes, big picture macro fundamentals are important over the long term, but if you can spot short-term opportunities intraday, I mean, we're going to take it long or short. We don't care. So in the meeting that we had, in the private meeting that we had with some of our guys, we were breaking down literally in real time what we expected was likely to happen on the Euro USD and what we were looking for in terms of a setup, and we executed off that, and it just played out so fucking well. So first and foremost, if you saw our training video on some of the stuff that we do, we're just going to go ahead and break this stuff down real quickly for you. We're not going to get into too much depth as to what we're doing right now, because we literally cover that in so much goddamn detail in our basic training video. But bottom line, first things first, whenever we have a clean chart, we start deploying tools. We need the tools, just like every retail trader, to see where traders are transacting, interacting, what they see, what they're probably going to do, and what they're going to do, and how we can exploit that for profit. So we like to deploy just the basic tools that most traders are using, because that's going to give us at least an idea of where they're likely to get caught on the wrong side of the market, and for us to exploit that for profit. So we're going to have a dynamic trend line there. We are going to deploy our horizontal key levels. I see a solid, significant level at the 1.18. Solid round number, man. Not going to get into why that's important. Watch a lot of our prior videos to that. We cover that in extensive detail. All right, 118. Can we find a midpoint? 118,500. Nice and clean right there. 118,500. All right, let's deploy our zones at any significant pivots. This looks good, man. This looks good. Nice and clean. There you go. Be precise. Be accurate with your levels. This also looks really good. We had a solid level down here. Let me just go ahead and extend that a little upward. All right, now we can get a little bit into detail with the order flow analysis of things. So the euro, just based off this little structure here, this is what we would refer to as our accumulation zone setup. We've talked about this before in some of our other videos. An accumulation zone is typically where big institution market makers are going to be accumulating buy orders to push price in the upward direction. And it's typically contained within a box. It can be contained within solid round numbers or the midpoints of the range. So 1.18 to the 1.17500. But it's not so much where it's being contained, it's what it fucking looks like. That's what's important to us. So it's typically contained in this little range. You get this fake out, and it's never gonna look exactly the same. We want to drill that into your guys' head. Nothing looks fucking the same in the markets. Just get that out of your head. You just gotta roll with the punches, be dynamic with it. But this is what it generally looks like. It's contained within a box. You get that fake out. Price will pull back. Break outside, what we call the break of structure. 9 times out of 10, it pulls back. And then it springs in the other direction. So based off that, we were already having a bullish sentiment, long sentiment to see how far we could run it or run any potential idea. So we know we could reference this high point given that this prior price action didn't unfold. Let's just assume that this price action didn't unfold. We need reference points. If we were looking for long, we need places to target, and we need to understand why we would target those areas. Well, if we were going to target this high point, is because we know sellers are still profitable from taking this move. There's liquidity sitting up here in the form of stop orders. Also, this is a major pivot point as well. Price pulls back, creates this range, this inefficiency. It's not really going anywhere. Confirmed range. How do we confirm a range? You need a minimum of 2 contact points. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is interesting. You're just filtering it out. You get price react off the level again. We know liquidity is building up to the underside. How do you know whether liquidity is still there or not? Whether any significant structure points have yet to be invalidated. The fact that this structure point wasn't invalidated through a deeper excursion gives us the indication that buyers are still holding their trades. So the fact that it's still level, it's a very nice, precise, and accurate level, gives us a solid indication that buy orders are still there. Sure, you can make the case that they were pinned out here, but to me, I like to see these kinds of fucking excursions. I mean, this to me is just like a little baby micro stop hunt. It doesn't mean jack shit to us. But as things begin to unfold, if you were a buyer looking to long at this range, you would likely place your stop orders right underneath this, get a very nice tight stop, very tight risk so you can maximize the reward. In the grand scope of things, it doesn't really matter how wide your stop loss is. The point is that you want to give your trade enough room to breathe in order to give it the best odds of success. But the retail space, they don't think like that. And if they do want to pinch off tight entries and a tight stop order, they don't know how to do that. We teach our guys how to do that. And you're going to see exactly how we pinched off that fucking sniper entry. We're going to show that to you in just a second. But bottom line, this is what we refer to a trap. So we have our accumulation zone, the break of structure. A lot of this price action becomes irrelevant to us. It's not really important up until we get the next following steps, the confirmed range. We need a range. We already confirmed our range. The next things that we look for are the trap, the no follow through. If you were a buyer in this situation, in this scenario, where would you likely target for profit? It would be at these swing points, at this high. They weren't given that opportunity. We were waiting. We were literally in that meeting telling a lot of our guys, any breach below this level is a solid fucking buy for us. And you bet your ass we took that. So this is liquidity manipulation, i.e. the stop hunt that we were looking for. We pinched that shit off. It was just unbelievable, man. Like, I love being able to pinch off these accurate entries because you feel little to no pain at all when you execute those trades. Because once you're in the trade, this thing just moves in a very volatile fashion in your favor. And the rest is history. So we targeted the midpoint of the range right here, and then we targeted the highs. And yeah, it was a successful trade based off what you can see. Also, based off this trend line, this is also a dynamic trap. You guys see how it starts to react off that trend line? It starts to bounce around that. Retail traders are taking that trade off that bounce of the trend line. They're placing their stop orders at very predictable areas, and then boom, you get willing sellers come in on that breakout, then they get fucked. They place their stop orders at very obvious places, and the cycle repeats itself time and time again. If whatever we talked about went over your head, once again, go over our basic training video. We cover a lot of this stuff in depth. This was just a quick recap, why we took the trade, why we saw what we saw. And if we make it look easy, guys, not to sound arrogant, but I guess that's the mark of a true professional, is they make their craft look easy. But mind you, Cris and I, a lot of fucking work and years and experience, trial and error, sacrifices went into this shit. That's why we're just able to break it down very quickly. We can tear apart a chart like nobody's business. And we're going to show you the results. So we're not some guys just talking out of our ass, because we believe in transparency. It's not because we like to flex or to show money. It's just to inspire you that trading is a possibility if you get your shit together. It's not easy, not in the least, but it can be done. And we hope that we are able to prove that to you if you're committed and dedicated to mastering this craft, because it is an amazing skill. So without further ado, that is everything that we covered on the Euro USD. Oh, and also just a quick recap on the Aussie Yen. Yeah, that trade would just fucking went south, bro. It was a shit trade. It just went against us, man. It is what it is. You're not going to win it all. You win some, you lose some, but we win more than we lose. And unfortunately for the Aussie Yen, we did cover that in a prior video. It just went south, bro. We will show that as well, that we took that loss. I cut my loss just a lot earlier. I didn't let it hit my stop loss. I'm like, yeah, this shit ain't moving in my favor. I'm clocking the trade early. That was a discretionary decision on my part. But yeah, man, we're honest as well. So we're not always winning. We're going to talk about the times that we lose as well. Aussie Yen, shit trade. It looked good from a structural standpoint. It checked off a lot of our criteria, but it was just one of those things where the dollar.
Always, our idea just when it comes to our ideas, we just tend to be a little too early.
That's pretty much it, man. Timing is always just the issue. But long term, yeah, we are short the Australian dollar versus the yen. Right now, it's just the fact that the dollar's showing a lot of signs of weakness gives a lot of investors the opportunity to have that risk-on sentiment, to be purchasing risk-on currencies such as the euro, the Aussie, the pound, et cetera, et cetera. But we'll see how things unfold, man. The year is not over. We got 4 more months till the year is over, and election is like 2 months away. This is gonna be quite the interesting year. We're gonna have some neck-snapping volatility, so buckle up and brace for fucking impact, because we don't know what the hell is gonna happen in 2020, man. As if we saw it all, but I feel like there's more to come. You know, there's more to come. So anyways, I'm going to give Cris host, because for some reason, every time I pull up my Discord on my end, it just always gives me a hard time. So give me a second, guys. How the hell? Go to meetings. Yeah, just 1 second, guys. I'm fucking horseshit when it comes to this. Oh, there we are. Stop sharing. Yeah, it's very depressing. As a millennial, I'm not as good with technology as you guys like to think, man. Chris actually handles all this shit. He's a guy with the brains when it comes to technology. I'm just a guy that chops it up in the charts, but we'll go from there.
Can you see my screen, Dave, by any chance?
Mm, it says you are host, but I can
There you
only.
go.
Oh, there we are. But anyways, how was your trading week this week, brother? Good, bad?
For me, I had that Aussie yen and that USD CAD. Remember that video that we went through last time, Dave, where I went through some pain? It still went against me. I cut my losses short, so I didn't let it hit my stop loss. And I'm just glad I was able to give up on idea early and save myself some money. So
Yeah,
right now I'm just kind of sitting back. It's only Wednesday, and if you remember last month, Dave, the last couple of days for the month were very aggressive.
yeah, man. We had a lot of things just flip on a dime, and
Yeah.
normally it's towards the end of the week. If we're being honest, normally towards the end of the week is where we really see ourselves get on our game. But yeah, it's all good, brother. We all the funny thing as well, guys, is no matter who you are in our Discord, some of us are even going to take the same ideas. We're going to have the same ideas, but some of us are going to manage it better. Some of us are going to do okay. Some of us are not going to do okay. That's the crazy thing about trading. It's a weird domain where it really it comes down to you, how you manage yourself. As Chris said, he was able to give up on the ideas that he was honed in on, and sometimes you have to. You can't just be so biased all the time because it's just going to keep you up. Oh, there we are.
And
I
you know
think
what it tends to be, Dave? Those ideas that you give up on, uh, the moment you give up on it, it always ends up being the best decision that you kind of end up could doing.
Yeah, man, it's liberating because
Yeah, exactly.
when you're sitting on a losing trade for so long, just hoping that it's going in your favor, the minute you start hoping a trade works out in
Yeah.
your favor, you fucked up. That's when you know you're on rookie mode again, man. And
Yeah.
it
You get
happens to
those lizard instincts of just wanting like pain avoidance in your head, like trying to build a bias why this idea is so good. And it's
yeah.
good
So
that you're able to like, know when your mentality is going back to that lizard instinct.
it's crazy, man. It takes a lot of awareness and discipline to just not let those primitive instincts just get a hold of you and be just the best thing to do is just rip that fucking band-aid off sometimes. And it's hard. That's something that you can't teach nobody. But anyways, there you have it, guys. That is us going long on the Euro in real fucking time. Look at that sniper entry. Mind you, this takes a lot of balls and practice to do. Chris and I, we buy in the face of selling, and we sell in the face of buying, which is not easy to do. Now, that doesn't mean you do it wherever you see buying and selling. You do it at very accurate points. But that is us taking the long. I gave my stop loss a couple ticks of breathing room. That is us signaling to the group. Just went long the Euro peeps. I was going to adjust all the targets and stuff like that later, which I ended up doing. And if we keep scrolling down, we'll go ahead and discuss. Oh, Chris posted the chart as well. That looks so clean. Some of our guys, man, we've been pretty active as of late. And there she goes, unfolded. First target fucking made at the midpoint. At that point, I was telling the guys we're gonna break even. So when I took my first target, there you have it. Made a little baby check, $2,000. Not too bad, not too bad. And I'm also growing a small test account there. I funded an account like since the beginning, since I started my Discord. It was $2,000 just to show the guys that you can start small and you can build your way up. There you go. The account is already up 3,500, man. How do we do it? We just fucking do it, bro. Skill, experience, and time. Consistency, discipline. Focus on incrementally scaling. This shit takes time. And if you scroll all the way down, you're going to see how we manage all this shit.
This was me cutting my losses on the Aussie yen.
There you go. Did I break even? Yeah, there you go. So the minute it's part, we always tell our guys, part of our rule or our method is once your first target is made, break even, lock in those fucking gains, man. Especially with the volatility that we have been seeing as of late, you need to lock in these fucking gains, bro, because anything could happen. The market could just shit the bed after. I took another target. I took 3 positions on this puppy, man, because I was just so honed in on the idea. I exited my second target. This is one of our guys making money off one of the trades that we were walking him through. Euro Aussie, man, he played it so well. $100. It doesn't matter. We don't care. Even if you were making $2 of profit, we don't fucking care. We just like to see all of our guys winning.
And look at the size he's trading too, Dave. And that's quality trades. If he's able to extract $102 trading these sizes, kind of shows you the quality trades that he's taking.
Exactly. So you can work your way up, man. You don't have to trade big. Mind you, the reason Cris and we trade big is because we've worked our way up there. It's not, I don't want you guys to see that, oh yeah, you know, we're making like $2,000 here and there. We've worked our way up there. Back then, I remember when I was making $25 a profit, that shit was a lot of money to me. But years later, I worked my way up. I incrementally scaled my way up. All targets were made on that. So it was a really good week. I made $6,840 off that entire idea. So when you're trading with size, guys, when you have a decent amount in your trading account, you don't even need to be that active, man. You just need to take a couple of high quality trades throughout the week that are have a high statistical outcome of success. You're sized properly, man, dude, you could make a nice check. I'll tell you that much. So that was pretty much it. Hope you guys got something out of that. It was just a quick recap of what we saw in the Euro USD, why we went long, how it played out, and the results. That's just rinse and repeat, man. This shit is just rinse and repeat. There's nothing new about trading. It's just fucking routine. The same shit over and over. You live and you learn. You win some, you lose some. You move forward, man. That's it. So we still have about 2 more days in the week, so anything could happen. We'll see if we spot any other opportunities, but as of right now, I'm done for the week, man. When I made the 10,000 on the euro yen, and then I'm up like basically almost $17,000 for the week. That is another 5-figure week for me. It's just been phenomenal, man. I'm extremely blessed. I'm extremely grateful. But aside from that, I'm more happy to see a lot of our guys win, dude. That right there just puts a big smile on my face. Seeing that they're getting the principles, the concepts, the method, that it just makes so much fucking sense to them, and to show them that it's really not complicated. Don't complicate the method, because once you can teach somebody the mechanics, all that's left that's up to them is just the mental aspect, man. I can't teach you guys that shit. I can tell you that you got to have grit. You got to just have fucking courage, balls, all this shit. But at the end of the day, that stuff you got to learn on your own. Cris and we can't teach you that stuff. But we can teach you the mechanics. And we hope that we're actually doing a decent job of that so far. There's going to be more videos to come. Keep that in mind. More training videos, more specific things in regards to our method to enhance your edge, because that's all what we want to be doing. But we just thought we'd do a little recap video for kicks. And we hope that you saw anything of value in this video. So if you like our content, peeps, please do us the favor of hitting that like button, subscribe button, that notification bell button if you want to stay up to date with any of our content. Once again, there's going to be way more stuff to come, a lot more interesting stuff to come. So stay up to date with that. And we appreciate all the love and support. We genuinely do. We're almost at a big milestone. We're about to hit 100 subscribers, man. Cris and we've only had our YouTube for about a month and a half. And we can't believe it. You know, we didn't even think, we thought the only people that were going to be watching our videos were just the people in our Discord. And even then, that's still amazing. So we're very, very grateful, sincerely grateful for all of you. Thank you so much for all the love and support and the feedback. If there's anything that you want us to cover in particular, or you want us to break down, leave us a comment down below.
Dave, can you hear me?
My internet ain't like it.
Dave, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, you're
now,
kind of
bro. I was
lagging
like,
for a bit, but you're all good.
You lagged out, man. I was like, no, it's gonna crash. Alrighty, man. But anyways, you got anything to add before we call it a wrap, brother?
No, that's it, Dave. I'm excited that we got to 100 subscribers, Dave, because yeah, we hit a big milestone, Dave, and exactly how you said, we were just expecting to be just our Discord members, and now we have like the people who give us feedback. Since what we our method of trading is so specific, every feedback we get tends to be traders who already have some experience, so I love the feedback that we're getting, because we're very specific on the people that we let on our Discord channel, and the people who do give us feedback, they've already been in this game for a while. So
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it.
no, dude, it's an amazing thing. It literally is an amazing thing to watch people continue to evolve, continue to learn new things, and just develop. And no matter how many years that they have under their belt, or what they've been through, or how many times they wanted to call it quits, the fact that they're still sticking it out and giving it their best shot to learn this stuff, I admire that, man, because trading is not an easy profession. And the fact that we're seeing a lot of positive feedback and positive results, not only from our YouTube, but from our own individual Discord members, watching them grow. And what that does to us is that it lets us know that we're doing something beneficial for them. And that's all Cris and I could ever want, man. The money's great. Once again, we've been doing this for years, so it's just routine to us. But nothing feels better than helping people get up to the same level, if not further than you. There is no ego in our Discord. Cris and I, we've been humbled way too many times to even have any form of ego in the markets. I know sometimes we might get a little cocky, because you got to have fun with this shit, bro. You got to have fun with it. The markets, they can be very brutal and stressful sometimes. So if you're not laughing at the most insane shit that happens here, you're going to lose your mind. And when you're winning, enjoy it, because I remember a time where, I'm pretty sure Cris can speak on his behalf as well. I remember a time where it was so difficult to make money, where we couldn't make money to save our fucking lives. But now we're in a position where the shit is second nature, and that's a beautiful feeling to be feeling.
In a position of feeling hopeless. So, I mean, what we want to give is make sure we give light to any trader who's watching this, who thinks, it's maybe time to hang it up. We hope to give you some light. That's it.
Yeah, man. That's all you could ever be for people. All you can do is inspire people to be the best versions of themselves, to be that bridge to gap that disconnect between hope or hopelessness and faith, from
Yeah.
discouragement to encouragement. And we're just trying to be the bridge for you guys. And if we can help in any way, shape, or form, that's all we could ever ask for. So if you guys ever feel like giving up, don't be so quick to call it quits, because Cris, man, whatever you think you've been through, we've probably been through it as well. And we could tell you, sometimes you just got to grit the shit out, man. It can be done. You just got to literally focus and be hyper aware of the shit that you're doing that's not generating results. I would say 90% of the problem when it comes to retail traders is that they keep doing the same dumb shit that's not aiding them, or giving them, or generating them a positive result.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the same people beating their head against the brick wall, thinking their life is going to be different, that the performance is going to be different. But if you guys are not ruthlessly honest with yourself, one of the things that we teach a lot of our students in our Discord, Cris and I, is you got to learn to be ruthlessly honest with yourself. Don't bullshit you. Don't bullshit yourself, and don't bullshit us. Because you can bullshit us all you want, but at the end of the day, the only person you're bullshitting is yourself. And if you're not being honest with yourself, that's cool, man. But it's going to reflect in your trading performance. Yeah, the more you can't run from the markets, it's going to shine a light on the fucking filth that you think, that you're running away from. I've been exposed by the market so many goddamn times that at the end of the day, I've learned a lot about myself, good and bad. I've learned a lot of bad. I've learned a lot of good, and it humbles you. It humbles you to the extent where you know that there's always work to be done, not only in yourself, but in your craft, your profession, and your passions, and your art forms. And trading is an identity for us. So, anyways, we're done rambling. We don't want to take a lot of your guys' time. So with that said, thank you so much for spending this time with us, peeps. We genuinely appreciate it. We appreciate all of you guys watching our content out there. And if it helps, let us know. If not, let us know as well. But with that said, we love you all to hell and back. Trade safe, trade smart, trade well. Most importantly, have fun with this shit, because any day could be our last. And at the end of the day, it's just fucking money, man. That's all it is. It's just fucking money.
Yes, sir.
We love you, man. I love you, brother. Take care, Chris. Let's have a good
brother.
night. Let's close the week strong. And we'll catch you guys in the next video. Deuces.
Let's get that money.